You already know what time it is. Doki Doki Literature Club game gameplay time. Now, I'm also gonna tell you one thing. I, me. I am terrified to open the game. I know I'm standing. I'm already like the game's right here in front of me. But dudes, if I get that ghost menu, I will never touch my tablet again. Because it's Act 2, I can get the ghost menu. If you don't know what the ghost menu is, it's where it's just black and white, but the exposure is on full. And then, well, stuff like that already terrifies me, okay? So then, if I go to try and click out, well, the creepy music's already playing in the background, and Monica's face is gonna zoom in and be all over my screen. I can't. Okay, I'm terrified. You move like an animal. Bro, that song is catchy. As much as I hate how it over sexualizes the members, I personally feel like it's still a good song. I swear. If something creepy happens when I go to open this game, log in. I swear, nothing. Okay, nothing. I'm fine. I'm good. Okay, I'm good. Right? Right? I could just look at the game, right? Okay, y'all. I am tweaking out right now. I am terrified. I'm gonna go in my files. We already know what Happy Thoughts is, okay? Now, what is Traceback? Hold on. This is probably gonna be. Oh my god, bro. Okay, this is probably gonna be scary, so I have my screen faced away from me. Oh, it's not. It's just text. Let me see. Traceback, Doki Doki Literature Club, uncaught, VM runtime exception occurred, game script, line 67, game script, chapter 5, line 25, Python, module, whatever. Oh, geez. I didn't think I'd break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. Bro? What is this one? I'm scared of this one. It says it's been here for a little bit. I'm just gonna open it. Unable to reset. Unknown error. Please try again. Okay. We already know that one. But what is this one? This one's been here for a while. I haven't. Oh my goodness. I clicked out of it. I thought I like did something wrong. I was terrified. Okay. Open. Oh. Font license. That's just font stuff. Oh. Okay. Nobody knows you're out of control. I see inside behind the closed doors. Making on the dance floor. You move like an animal. I'll be gone by morning. Images? What is this? Unable to open images. Okay. Nobody knows you're out of control. I behind the closed doors. Here on the dance floor, you move like an animal. So you can open these, and they're kind of scary, I think. So let's start with Natsuki. Oh my good golly. This is just to sidetrack me from actually playing the game, by the way. I hope y'all know that. Is it scary? Well, I can't open it. What about my goat Yuri? I can't open this either. Well, you know what? It's not. I don't even know. Okay. Well, time to open the game. Hopefully, I don't get the ghost menu. If I do, I'm gonna cry. It's faced away from me. Okay, it's normal. It's normal, right? It's normal. It's normal. It's actually normal. Oh my god. Load game. Okay. Let's see. And thus marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings the door of I was doing so good I didn't even mess up. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Nobody knows you're out of control, but I see a side behind the closed doors. Ba 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 da ba ba. You move like an animal. I don't know. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. I'm sorry, y'all. It glitched. I got scared. It glitched. Sorry. Eh? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Waffle Cone. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Never meeting lesbian allegations. Okay. So, let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Waffle Cone in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna, Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. I could actually hear it this time. Wait, does that mean it's too loud? Hold up. If I say... Okay. We're just turning it down. In that case, I should at least try to make some tea, right? If this game glitches or jump scares me, that will be the death of me. I will scream. Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Waffle Cone? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. I don't like how silent it is. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the efforts to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes cool events like the festival that much more important. And I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls interested in what? Bro, why I gotta be talking weird all the time? Interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I said it! Oh, I just hit the jackpot! Hey, I just hit the jackpot! Okay, what am I doing, bro? I'll be gone by morning. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Well, that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Waffle Cone, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Light Yagamiya. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing. Bro, What is up with my recording thing? Oh, there it is. My bad for the sudden pause, y'all. I had to go do something. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. I can't even say it in this run, bro. What are we doing? Is my tablet upside down? Oh, it is. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I was just fixing my tablet. Bro, the stand isn't standing. Hold on. I'm trying to, sit with my back against the wall because my posture is dying. It's been dying because, I've been recording these things for an hour, but usually while doing this, I'm hunched over or laying on my stomach, which is why my voice was cracking so much last night. Holy, we do not talk about that, bro. That was so bad. I was literally like, what? Bro, I was tweaking out. Anyways, but, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological... Bro, okay. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with the rock. I mean, I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! Give that back! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and even showing the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monaco. I said it! I just hit the jackpot! Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Waffle Cone? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Waffle Cone. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if I don't find one before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Oh, it has a little timer. I could take my time. I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Sorry, y'all. My hands are busy right now. My hands are getting inspected. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. My sister just wants to look at my hands, by the way. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, never beating these lesbian allegations, I swear, bro. Right. Okay, I've decided then. Now join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, waffle cone? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super mad. Waffle cone, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring out to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Waffle cone, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Ihi, ihi, hi. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. With that, I depart the clubroom and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll... Sorry. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. Abby... Oh my goodness, I'm terrified. I am terrified. I don't know if I want to read this. Oh my god, I'm terrified. Okay, so... Yeah, no, I'm terrified. Because if this is the poem, I think it is. Here's a little trigger warning, just be... I'm pretty sure this is going to be another Sayori thing. It might not be, but if it is another Sayori thing, you have been warned. It's time to open this and scream. It's not, okay? It's not. You guys are good. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were four of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. Alright, y'all. Am I safe? I'm safe! Now it's time, well, for Yuri words. We can assume that these big words are just Yuri words now due to the, due to Sayori being gone, basically. Miss that kind of misery, the kind where you were nice to me, but only in the evening. So I ask, am I just dreaming? I love you so much that it's dripping, dripping from my arms and such. I'm sorry, I know I'm too much to love to trust. I'm nothing but miss that kind of misery, the kind where you were nice to me, but only in the evening. So I ask, am I just dreaming? Oh my god. What? What? Oh my god. Hold on. I need a second. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Whoa. That only has a 1 in 3rd chance of That only has a 1/3 chance of happening. I wasn't expecting that. Oh my. I'm so sorry if that. Holy. Oh, that is, oh. Oh my. I'm sorry. I was just not expecting that. Okay. Hi again, Waffle Cone. Glad to see you didn't run all the way on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Hold on. Okay, the music's normal. What the heck? Thanks for keeping your promise, Waffle Cone. I hope this is her eye. There's no way. Oh, okay, her eye's normal. I think I'm just going crazy now. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh my goodness! Whenever I do that, whenever something like that happens, I make my tablet like face up so I can barely like see it. Like I'll do that, which is why that my screen tweaking. Hold on. It's like zoomed in slightly. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. See, like the screen, there's something wrong with my screen. Did I do something to my screen, or is that just how it is? What's going on? I don't like this. I don't like Act 2. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Waffle Cone. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Dude, there's something off with my screen, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, dude. Dude, I'm literally telling you there's something wrong with my screen, dude. Yeah, no, it's like slightly tilted, so maybe I did something to it. I don't think I did. I'm sorry. This is bothering me because I can tell. Like, see, you can't see Yuri's head. Like, there's something wrong. It's slowly zooming in. I can tell. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyways, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. It only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Oh, wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. My bad, yo. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read. Yo, I'm stuttering more than Yuri. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it, if you wanted. This is How does this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. See, I can't see most of her head, and it's sideways. Well, you can read that at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. See? Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice how her intense... Bro, I'm dying, bro. First it was the voice cracks, now it's the cough. Bro, this is gonna be titled Horrible Ddlc Gameplay. Nah, it'll just... Yeah, Horrible Ddlc Gameplay Part 5 Coughing Edition. That's too long. BBLC Coughing Edition. Yes, BBLC Coughing Edition. I can't help but notice her intense... Okay, bro, where's my water? What the flip is going on? I swear I grabbed the water earlier, bro. Bro, I swear, if this isn't the water... Okay, this is the water I grabbed earlier. Okay. Anyways. Alright. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I swear something scary happens. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me. Our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. Oh my goodness! Bro. I'm so sorry if you're at this point watching it. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. Oh my... Oh my god. 30 minutes in, I'm not even... Her eye. It is. It's her eye. Her eye is moving. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how you two... Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyways? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye on the symbol of the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp. I'm making sure her eye isn't moving, sorry. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the person trapped in there has this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of... That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that thing, Waffle Cone? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, totally forgot Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a new, strange perspective. When horrible things happen, not just making sure her eye isn't moving again. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway, then suddenly, I'm I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things about, like, books fill my writing fill, my whole body gets incredible. What was that, Yuri? When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. Hold on. I need to drink water, dude. Okay. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You know what, Yuri? This is like the third time you've glitched out, girl. Don't start doing this again. Your eye? You made my screen go whoop. You made my screen askew. Now you did the weird glitch thing. I've seen that glitch before where your eyes get really close to each other and you go red for a little bit. Yeah, stop that, Yuri. Stop. Stop, Yuri. Stop. I love you, but stop. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start on the prologue. As soon as I understand what Yuri means about... I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! I was just bathing in the feeling of your body. Girl! Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Wait, that's actually funny. Hold on. Pause, because I've done that before. Here, this should work, right? I slam my desk under... I slam my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean into each other a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. No weird glitches happen in this one, so I'm good. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and fourth finger. I do the same with my right arm and on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it over her thumb and flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we've huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? to turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient with you if it takes a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses everything she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her head on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes... Oh, I think I know what this scene is. Oh, good golly. Yo, a little trigger warning. What on earth was that about? Waffle cone? Did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in my book and then slip it back into my bag. Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I shared mine with her first. Of course. Waffle Cone, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good yet, but I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Oh yeah, eagles can fly one. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like whenever it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme for mine at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess when I went into it, then I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is in here, but if Natsuki is feeling really proud, then I won't take it away from her. I don't know why I said really proud, but whatever. Waffle Cone. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Waffle Cone. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand my poem to Monica. Great job, Waffle Cone. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it continues when I put in some effort. That way it counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spent so much time in her own head. It's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for a long time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more than glad you took all the time you need. Alright. Thanks, Monica. Hold up. My bad, I need to take a water break. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the Wall is the same one? Oh, it's different! Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced around my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right here. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems I've been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand, write your way into his heart. But in this... Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to now? Well, I gotta show it to Yuri. Hello, Yuri. As Yuri reads the poems, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up, but then... Oh my god. Okay, Yuri first cut... Ah! What time is it, bro? 2:29? Oh. He's gonna hate me. You didn't really do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her trail of thought, it's as if the demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri apologized to herself, me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if this is a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, yeah, it's the same one. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read it. Girl, no it didn't. Be quiet. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Waffle Cone. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance at it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Usually, they do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Waffle Cone. Me too. Ooh, I can't even say that word. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my problems can stand up to theirs. poems, not problems. Holy. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. My bad, bro. I had to sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns a poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean it? You have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Waffle Cone did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon unless, of course, I have come across something particularly inspiring. Hold on, I need okay. Water break. Take a bite of your snack or take a sip of your water or drink. Alright, water break is over, guys. Lock in now. Well, keep chewing your food if you're chewing food. Ahem. Trust. I'm in your walls, bro. Trust. Okay, I'm joking for real. Okay. Anyways, what? My bad, I thought I saw something, bro. Anyways, which I haven't yet. And Waffle Cone liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Waffle Cone appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who... This one is so funny. I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Waffle Cone started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that? You really act as long as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you want to be edgy. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to improve anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. I don't like the music anymore, guys. I can't skip this? Okay. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the heck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Waffle Cone hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Waffle Cone? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. No. No. You're lying to me. Hold on, y'all. Please, no. Yep. Y'all. Little scary warning. Yep. Waffle Cone. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It probably is better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? Can't even confront my own members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend any less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Waffle Cone, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me as if she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kinda sound like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Waffle Cone. I would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but these flipping glitches, bro. Of course it's your... I swear if I get one of them long words that runs off the page, I'm gonna scream. Y'all, be prepared in case something happens again. I'm scared. Okay, nothing bad happened like that last time. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Waffle Cone. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's just me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Um, Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Then Yuri takes my arms and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we are usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considering apologize. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. Hold up, y'all. Alright, I'm back, y'all. My bad. But whatever it was, didn't make me think any less of you. I already had decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Waffle Cone, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person. Hold on, y'all. I gotta move away from the background noise. Which means I gotta sit on the side, like the end. Oh, my thing's still plugged in. My bad. I forgot my tablet was plugged in, and I went to walk to the end of my bed. Anyways, I'm really glad you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and, sorry, what am I saying right now? I just... Hey, have you guys seen Monica? Ah, no, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calm Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Um, Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's going on, whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries about the little things, aren't you? But, I'll accept your apology anyways, if it'll help you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not? What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. Wouldn't you have heard the bell ring at least? I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good. Still, they must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Thanks. Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Waffle Cone. Monica smiles sweetly. Didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was just hoping I could share it with you anyways. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss out on anything, did I? Nah, not really. I choose not to bring up anything the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Waffle Cone? Since your compliments put me in such a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I plan on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to hear you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Mary takes a deep breath, then pulls out a copy of the book from her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my time reading here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me a water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. How long? It's been an hour? Holy! I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking and mannerisms. Especially because of long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She is just filling up a water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Okay, massive trigger warning, and then I'll stop playing after this. But massive trigger warning because, yeah. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Again, massive trigger warning, guys. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Not doing that. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Alright. Trigger warning, y'all. Very massive trigger warning, okay? Very massive. You're gonna see, sharp inhale is like if someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yup. Yeah. Yuri. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Waffle cone, do you like oolong tea? Ah, yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature. Sorry, I thought I was tweaking again. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do it any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I have been doing a little bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Waffle Cone. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea, okay? For each of us. Waffle Cone, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? Why did I sound like Bakugo? Hold on. Why is that, nerd? Okay. What am I doing? This is why you don't let me watch Pixel Drink and Restless. Anyways, it's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at a desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a small bag of chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall with teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading positions as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri sides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more like than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hands, that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't actually touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might smudge on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. No, I was about to... Okay. You know what, y'all? I'm gonna save right here for tonight, and then we can go and look later, okay? Let's see if any new files. Nope, same ones. Pictures. Nothing for wallpapers. Poems. CGs. Secrets. So we have more secrets. Sketches. I'm pretty sure sketches are just innocent. Promo. Oh! Natsuki! Oh, look at Monica. Oh, they're all so cute. Oh, so cute. Oh, so cute. Oh, so cute. Oh, so cute. I don't want to look at the secrets. Too bad. Oh, it's just a secret poem. Okay. See, it's almost 3 a.m. already. Luckily, I didn't leak my location, so I ain't gotta edit anything. Okay. Anyways, okay, thanks. Bye. Bye, bro. This thing doesn't end.